Good morning and welcome back. Just checking on you guys again to see how your home learning is going. We are in week 2 and just checking on everyone. Hope all is well. Today I'm going to show a few things to assist the parents and grandparents of those 3 to 5 year olds. I know a lot of them were either in daycare, Head Start, or pre-K program. So here's some tidbits to get them, in a set routine or back in their set routine, because even though they may have been going to daycares do have set routines, believe it or not. They have their set times for snack, play, etc., etc. So I'm going to share a few things with you today. And I hope this helps you in what you're trying to do with your kids and help you to keep your sanity. All right, the first thing I'd like to share with you is a schedule. I talked about schedules before. I think I just went really fast, but here's a breakdown of a schedule for the little ones. Okay. So here you go. This is kind of a preschool schedule. I didn't put any times on it because I want you to be flexible in your time. But I did put a time on that nap. Typically they nap for about an hour or have quiet time for about an hour. So if your child is not a child that naps, just make sure they lay down somewhere or sit somewhere where they can just be relaxed and calm. So that is one schedule. Okay. So typically in the classroom there is a morning routine. So for you at home, your morning routine may be getting up, getting ready, getting them to brush their teeth, put their clothes on, make their bed, and get breakfast before you get started for the day. So that could be your morning routine. Exercise. Not sure how early you want to start with the exercise. You can back this exercise up and make it for after they get up for nap. It just depends. Like I told you before, the flexibility is yours. But research shows that we have to get them reading very early. So don't wait till after nap or after lunch to get the reading done, because those key academic areas, the reading and the math, should be done before they eat their lunch and take their nap. So remember that. There's a time for snacks. If you want to give them a snack, give them a snack. Create or make time. That's art. That's typically what we call art. You can use anything that you have in your house to create a art center. If you have crayons, markers, just regular paper, you can allow them to draw pictures, and you can post those pictures on the refrigerator or around the house. They can make Mimi or Grandma a picture, and the next time you see them, they can give that picture to that person. Tech time or center time. Allow them some time to get on the computer, because as early as y'all hand them your iPhone when they're in the car. If they're screaming and hollering, to keep them quiet, they know how to manipulate these devices. So be sure to set aside some time for computer time. Clean up and / chores in school is clean up, because when they go into those centers and they make a mess, at the end they have to clean up, and there is a song. It's like, clean up, everybody everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. So if you start doing that, They know that song. So, and like I said, it's all about the little ones. It's all about a process and them being familiar with that process. So, if you're gonna be cleaning the house and you want to make that a part of your instruction, by all means do. Just sing that little cleanup song. You can have them, if you're washing dishes, go around the house and look for all the dishes and have them bring those dishes to you so they can help you in that cleanup effort. That can be a part of your instruction. We got to feed the babies, so they do have to have lunch. Typically, the little ones start lunch at 10:45, 10:30. Yes, that is early. But because cafeteria workers in their day at 2 o'clock, lunch has to start early depending on the size of your establishment or your school. So lunch 10:30, 10:45. Now if you just fed them at 9 o'clock breakfast, you shouldn't be trying to feed them again at 10:30 because that's just an hour difference. So gauge on the time that you've given them breakfast. Then there's a quiet time. That's that nap time that I showed you on that chart. They have to have it. Give them a little break, have a seat, go get in their little special chair, grab their blanket, and allow them quiet time or nap time. Got to give them another snack. Give them a snack because the day is coming and it's going. So they get a morning snack and an afternoon snack, FYI, when they're in the Head Start programs and the pre-K programs. And they get choices of what they want to do, play-wise. Not on what they will do and will not do, but choices on what centers they want to play in. And since I'm on this, no, I'm going to save it for last. I'm going to keep going through this. Then after they play, again, they have to clean up. They have to clean their mess. It's not our responsibility as the adults to always clean up and pick up behind our kids. We're trying to teach them responsibility, and this is an excellent way to make sure they're learning responsibility. And if you're going in tonight, hey, when you gotta feed them. We don't feed them dinner in the school system, but guess what? You have to feed them dinner, grandparents and parents, homeschooling parents. You gotta feed your babies, okay? So that is a schedule. And like I said, if you wrote these down, you figure out your schedule how you want, but make it visible. You can put it on the refrigerator because that's something for you, a reminder for you that I'm supposed to be trying to follow this schedule. And two, it's for the kids to know that I do have a schedule, I do have a routine. I'm not just running wild and doing whatever I want. I'm not watching Disney all day or Head Sprouts or all those other great cartoons. We do have something special and specific academic wise for you to do here at home. So that's the little portion on schedules. The next thing I wanted to show you is how you can do this without computers. I've gotten text saying that, well, I don't have computers at home. Only thing I have is my phone, and I don't want my child using my phone all day. I get it. I understand it. And I agree with you. So what you can do then is use the things that you do have in your house. So if you saying it's playtime, I'm going to show you what you can do with the toys that they already have in the house. So I have actually set up a little area right here on the floor. Here, and so here would be considered their little play area, and in my little basket I have some of this. Show it to you. Some things I have toys in my house. I have kids over, so I still have toys. I have that. baby doll. I'm sure every kid has a baby doll. These are old baby toys that I still have. And these make noise. Before all the computer stuff came out, this is what kids use. These little fun-loving toys. Stuffed animals. I have instruments, baby instruments. Like little shakers, rattles. You can have music time. And you know, with the baby rattles, you can make your own music. If you have babies in the house, they have little rattles and stuff. You can make music time for your kids. So it's a variety of things that you can do. Simple as a whistle. Where did it go? See, there's a play whistle. So they can make all kind of noise. Look, I have these little baby keys. You know, things that you already have in the house. You can make that when you say playtime. Okay, they pull out some of their toys and have it in a designated area where it's not all over the floor or all over the house. So just a little, you know, even if you have some boys and they have little trucks and little these little fun little toys, animals, then you can use that. So it's not that you have to have something special and particular. You don't. If you have paper, you can put alphabets on a sheet of paper, cut it up or tear it up, and then use it as flashcards for your kids. Same thing with the numbers. You can do 1 to 10. Once they figured out 1 to 10, move on up to 11 to 20 or 11 to 15. So that way you're still doing something. Doesn't have to be on a computer. If you have paper and crayons, you can do the same exact thing. Then if you want to, for math, with the numbers, then you can teach them how to do one-to-one correlations. So if I said, okay, this is, raise the number up, and you say, hey, this is the number 2, and the child says 2, and you say, now I want you to go get me 2 items. Go find 2 things and bring it to me. So then you're teaching them those one-to-one correlations of this is the number 2, and these are 2 items. So those things are simultaneous. So these are the kind of things that you can teach at home without devices. You can have them to name different objects in your house. Look at food cans in your cabinet, canned foods. Have them to name those items. Looking at the picture, and then they see the picture. Oh, that's string beans, and correlate the can of string beans with the word that's across there, beans. So that you are teaching them reading and recognition of those letters and concepts. So like I said, it doesn't require you to have a device. Now, having a device only makes it a little easier because it allows you more freedom to move about and do those things that you may have to do if you're working from home. But it's just an additional tool. Not a necessity, but it is a helpful additional tool. What else did I want to share with you today? Here are some non-digital games that you can do. They can play charades. You can play charades. Write a poem. Create their own joke. Measure items in the house. Take a picture. Draw a picture. Make collages. You can, and when I say make collages, you take paper and you rip it up, let them color it, rip it up, and then if you have some glue, tape, you let them create their own collage with that. If you have magazines, I don't know who subscribe to magazines anymore. I do have magazines. If you send something in a comment, I can actually probably bring you some magazines. But you can let them go through the paper. If you're working on a specific alphabet, like say the letter C, okay, go through this magazine and find pictures that begin with the letter C. Or go through the magazine and find the number 10. Find the number 5. These are all things that we can do without having a device. If you get the newspaper, you can do the same thing with the newspaper. So very simple things. If you have a deck of cards at home, or several decks of cards, you can use those cards and they can do addition. You know, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, and they have to tell you what the answer is. And it's a little advanced, but for those kindergarten kids, they can do that. Or you can play high-low and shuffle the cards. If it's two or three kids, and then each child put a card out, and whoever has the highest number, then they get that deck of cards. And once all the cards are divvied out, they count their number of sets, and then that person is the winner. Give them some fruit snacks or something as a reward, or a verbal praise. Good job, you know, you recognize your numbers. So you could do where they match it, flip all the cards on the card number side down, and match. Flip it over, and you trying to find the match. That's a matching game. That's all cognitive games. So you can use those. Dominoes, you can use the dominoes. You can count the dots. So all those things are things you may already have at home. Doesn't require you to plug into anything. It's just typical things in your home. Have them count the cans. Count the number of boxes of macaroni that you have in the cabinet. The number of Jiffy you have in the cabinet. You know, just those simple things will mean a lot. If you went to Mardi Gras and you have all those beads, they can sort the beads by color. Then once they've sorted them by color, if it's they can sort them with the ones that have medallions on them, those that don't. If they have the square shapes on the beads, sort them by that. All those things are math concepts. You can use that for math. Have them count the beads. That may take them a while. Count them, then sort them by colors, and if you can, put them in a Ziploc bag or something. I don't know what you do with the beads after you catch all the beads, but that's something that you can do with them. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you today. If you're thinking about things for physical education, let them go outside and run. Get that energy out. Have them race each other. Kids love to race each other at any age, but you got to get them out there and get that heart flowing and the lungs working. So keep them moving and active. Don't just hold them and house them in the house, and then when they do get a chance to get to them, they're going to be so full of energy and wound up because they haven't had a chance to get that energy out. Lastly, I don't know if you played hot potato. You can play hot potato with them. Have a dance off. They love to dance. Have a dance off. That's fun, good cardio. They love stuff like that. Play tic-tac-toe. Jog in place. Stretch. Like I said, go outside and play catch. If you have balls, throw the football, do the Macarena, skip around the house, jumping jacks, different things. Simon Says, just walk around the neighborhood. It's also good. So the other thing, I have 2 websites. If you are able to get logged on, these 2 websites are absolutely positively free. One is called starfall.com and Funbrain. And so I am going to log on, and hopefully you can actually see me log on, and that's the purpose. I I want you to see me log on because it is easy to get on. And I know I had some couple of grandparents, I don't know how to do all that stuff that y'all asking to do. Okay, so here it is. So what I did, going in Google, I actually typed in free Starfall, and this is what came up. And so I'm going to click on Starfall Education, and you see it's loading. And when I did that, here you go. Here's the kindergarten and pre-K, and then grades 1, 2, and 3. These are free. Those are free things you can use. And then you just click on it, and voila, the plethora of things that your babies can do for free. There's math, there are ABCs, language arts and music, colors, sing-alongs, motion songs, a talking library. There's a part where they learn to read. It's fun to read. Rhymes, geometric shapes. So I'm going to click on one of these so you can actually see that it actually works. Let's go with, okay. And so, I'm clicking, I'm sorry, can you see me clicking? It says, once I caught a fish alive.
Once I caught a fish alive.
And then here you go. And it goes through and it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Okay. 6, 7.
So there you go. And then it shows you the ones that you can use for free. And it's not very hard if you have a device to use. If you don't have a device to use, you can use some of those other things. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna continue to post. I'm getting other people to join this with me. So I'm gonna have segments. Oops, see. So I'm gonna have segments with other people, other colleagues of mine that want to make sure that our babies are actually still being educated, and that is the utmost of importance to me and them. So please use some of these things and don't wait until we find out the direction that we're going in as a district and as a state. Let's just do what we're supposed to do with our kids, because we know that if we don't, at this point, they will be behind. And so the key thing is to make sure that we're not left behind. So if we keep doing the little things that we can do as parents and grandparents to continue the education, then that's what we have to do. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, just leave something in the comments section. You can email me at faceseve@yahoo.com, and I will get back with you. Those are some options to get in touch with me. I hope that what I've presented to you today will help you, but please stay tuned for the next videos. Like I said, I will have different guests with me. Please subscribe, like our page, share it with your friends, relatives. I want this to get to a broader audience other than my circle. So I need you to reach out to your circle who may be struggling with doing the homeschool, so they can get it out to some people. Even if they're not struggling, just mention it so they can share it, and so we can make it a community thing, because this is our children. So let's make sure that we are doing what we need to do as a community to support all of the children in Calcasieu Parish. So this is why I'm doing this. It's nothing that I will gain from it other than knowing that the kids of our district are being supported and they're getting homeschooling, and their parents are on board and everybody's on board to make sure that they are successful and career and college ready. So please share this with anybody you know, and let's get this YouTube site moving beyond what we have already. Have a great day.